Radio merchandise is finally here. Go to soundchatradio.com right now so you can purchase your t-shirts and sweatshirts for children and adults in different color and sizes. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, and leave your comments. And also make sure you press that notification bell so you can be the first to see Wagwan when it drops.
718-554-8598. If you're locked in, no matter where you're locked in from, give me a call right now. Let me know where you're locked in from. Those of you who got me on WhatsApp, let me know where you're locked in from. Shouts to those of you locked in Gambia, Ghana. Big up to those of you in the UK. It is the international show. Shouts to those of you in Canada right next door. Big up to those of you locked in different parts of the US of A. Big up to the Caribbean also. I want to jump into some conversation right now because I know that the time is short. I'm a know said somehow to just you guys love the conversation and I love giving you the conversation. 718-554-8598. I was looking at an interesting article and I said, let me talk about this talk about it on the platform. Let me see what my fellow Caribbean people have to say and my fellow Yardies have to say about this one, right? So it goes back to the whole vaccination conversation that has been going on for like the last 2 years or so, right? And again, when it comes to my conversation, I kind of stay away from whether it makes sense to get vaccinated or it doesn't make sense to get vaccinated. I try to look at that as a personal, your personal choice, right? And I'll never throw a stone at somebody who's not vaccinated, nor would I throw a stone at somebody who is vaccinated. It's just you do what you feel that you need to do to find happiness and comfort and all of that for yourself, right? No one should be able to make that decision for you but you, right? However, there's always interesting conversation centered around vaccination, right? So back home in Jamaica, right, I remember reporting months ago that a lot of the nurses were refusing to take the vaccine. Right? First of all, a lot of people in Jamaica are refusing to take the vaccine. I think Jamaica is probably still about 23% vaccinated. And that's, 23% out of 100. So that's a long way to go, right? Yeah. But, in the midst of that, there was the nurses in Jamaica who were also saying that they didn't want to take the vaccine. Right? So it was challenging because, the government wants people to be vaccinated. And here it is that the people who are in the health profession don't trust the vaccination and they don't want to be vaccinated. So, everyday citizens are saying, so why should I be vaccinated when the health, providers don't want to be vaccinated? It caused this big conversation, right? Up until this day, Jamaica is reporting that 50% of the nurses in Jamaica, or less than 50%, not even 50, but less than 50% of the staff, the health force in Jamaica, as far as the nurses are concerned, are still unvaccinated.
Wow.
Now, last night it was revealed that nurses were coming out in droves to line up for vaccination. So up until, 48 hours or so ago, right, 72 hours ago, we had a situation where nurses were just not wanting to be vaccinated for whatever reason. A lot of them were saying it's not safe, they don't know what's in the vaccine, blah, 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 right? But up until yesterday, right, this is what the common belief was. And then we found out that the news is reporting that, nurses are coming out in droves to be vaccinated. And your question should be, what's the sudden change? Because that was my question when I heard, well, what's the sudden change? Did they find out something about the vaccine that has, forced them to go take it?
Maybe at a job or threaten them too.
It's even, it has to do with the job, but not the job threatening them.
Okay.
What it has to do with is that a lot of nurses have now been accepted to get work overseas.
Oh, okay. And for them come overseas, them have to okay.
And in order for them to go overseas, they need to take the vaccine. So now you have nurses lining up and taking the jab or the juke, as what many people call it, right? And it has started this whole big necessary conversation. And what I want to ask those of you who are listening, please join in, 718-554-8598, is what do you feel about what I'm saying so far? Is this survival or is this hypocrisy? 718-554-8598. Now, for months we've been reporting that the nurses have kind of just, stepped away from the vaccine situation. They wouldn't touch it. A lot of them reported that they didn't know what was in it. It's not healthy. Whatever the situation is, they're not taking it, right? And that ricocheted into the everyday citizen saying, well, if the nurses ain't taking it, why should I take it when they're part of the health system, right? Now, fast forward to last night, breaking news that the nurses are lining up to take the vaccine in order to travel overseas to, begin another career or a new career, a new leg of their career, which would be practicing abroad.
Right.
Is it survival?
It sounds safe to me.
Is it survival or is it hypocrisy? 718-554-8598. I think this is an accurate question to ask, right? Because they're taking the same vaccine to go abroad that they weren't willing to take
in Jamaica.
It's the same vaccine. Remember, the vaccine that they're taking is not vaccines abroad. I just want to make this clear. So they're taking the same vaccine in Jamaica that they weren't willing to take in Jamaica,
to work in Jamaica
prior to being accepted to these overseas jobs.
Yeah.
Right? I want to know how you guys view this. Is it hypocrisy or is it just a common case of survival? Call your life.
It's the big H. Hypocrisy.
You think it's hypocrisy? Why?
If you didn't take the vaccine, but all of a sudden know that jobs are available overseas, and I'm talking about here, and then all of a sudden you're going to take it, wouldn't that be hypocrisy?
Well, I'm just asking your opinion. I don't want to put my opinion in there yet. 718-554-8598. Call your live. I think this is a great conversation to have. Call your live.
Good evening, folks. How you doing?
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
That's the color.
Call your live. Call your live. 718-554-8598 is that number in studio. The question that I'm asking for those of you who've been listening and those of you who are just tuning in is this hypocrisy or is this just simple survival, right? Things are rough in Jamaica. Look at the other angle, right? The nurses are not getting paid much money in Jamaica. We went through the salaries, and some of them probably get paid, I think it was like $65,000 a month.
Wow.
Right? Was the salary for nurses entering, right? $65,000 a month, right? Now there's being jobs offered overseas, right? Within their profession. They went to school for this. They know this. This is the career that they want to have for the rest of their lives, right? So a lot of them are taking the opportunity now to jump on these offers. However, they gotta take the vaccine in order to go and get these jobs, right? Is that action of taking it survival, or is this simply hypocrisy? Call your life.
Big up Soundchat.
Big up, my brother.
Juggling was wicked earlier.
Blessed, brother.
And big up. But I think it's survival, Bridget.
Survival. Why you say so?
I mean, because if they not take it, then remember, so they're not getting the money for job at Jamaica already as nurse, You understand? So they're not making no money already, so what they more do? They have to just, take the vaccine. And most people with their year 2 in America take the vaccine because survival. Look on the lady we collect how much money for sell the vaccine card, right? How much money they find in our house. So it's a survival thing. People just do it for survive.
Yo, what's good? You ain't get that Sound Chat merch yet? What you waiting on? You bugging. Go to soundchatradio.com right now and get that merch. Get yourself right.
All right.
They don't really want the vaccine.
All
People
right.
don't want the vaccine.
718-554-8598. Hypocrisy or survival? Call your live.
Hypocrisy, chain, Badu.
Ah, Badu, big up yourself, my brother.
Blessed.
Yeah, man. Hypocrisy, that, man.
Why so, Badu?
You know why I say hypocrisy? just because you get a better job or rate, I want to the people where you come from, the place where you come from. If you get well, and then again, we can't even say hypocrisy. Because the government not pay them right. So them have a right for one runway. So them get a chance to break. Them have a break for survival and a hypocrisy. So it two of them mixed together. So I don't know if it's
Badu, this is why I decided to present this conversation in the way that I'm presenting it, because it becomes challenging. Is the glass full, or is it half full or half empty? It depends on how you're looking at this, right?
Yeah.
It really depends on how you're looking at it.
That's a part of the survival, because we know the government of Jamaica can't treat them right. So if they get better, them will take better. So that's a survival. So, so I don't know what else to say here, because we can't wrong the people and we can't bash them.
All right, my brother. 718-554-8598 is that number in studio. Call you live.
Shaggy would say in Church Eden, you see, excuse my voice, you see, money run things. Just the same way in New York, people never want to take the vaccine until the mayor start offer monetary and all kind of goodies.
So do you feel that it's hypocrisy, or do you feel that this is a survival situation?
Of course, hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy?
Money,
For money, okay.
Out, unadulterated hypocrisy.
All right, 718-554-8598. Phones lines are buzzing. I want to know what you guys feel about this. Reports are that another 200 nurses from the public health sector are set to depart the island for greener pastures. They are lining up for the controversial jab in order to fulfill the U.S. vaccination mandates, right? Before they migrate to the U.S. for higher paid positions and better job conditions. Call you live.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Which artist was that who was, I think it was Buju. After he was deported, was coming out against the vaccine. I bet you anything, if the U.S. had offered him a visa to come back to the U.S. to perform, if he got vaxxed, he would get vaxxed.
So are you thinking survival, or are you thinking hypocrisy?
It's hypocrisy, but the bigger part of it, a lot of these people are done. They have no real reasons to be against the vaccine other than they heard other people say it. And let's remember, nurses, they have limitations. They might be in the medical profession, but you ask them, what's the virus made of? Is it RNA or DNA genetic matter? They don't know which one.
So hypocrisy. 718-554-8598. Call you live. Call you live.
Yeah, Chin, respect, brother.
Respect, my brother. Talk to me.
Good, sure. Hypocrisy, man.
How so?
Because you hold me look on it now. A lot of these nurses, the people in their community look up to them. Them for them not take the vaccine, the people in the community say, oh, nurse not take it, me not take it either.
Mm-hmm.
No nurse will take vaccine and go foreign. Want to look at people that might live in the community now, who I look up to them and say, boy, me not take it, look, a nurse not take it, and me believe in a nurse. A nurse know our thing.
So
no nurse gonna foreign.
So nurse encourages people to rebel against the vaccine.
Yes, sir.
Now, after causing these people not to take the vaccine, the nurse now takes the vaccine and flies away for a better life, is what you're saying. All right?
Yes, that's what happened to the little people that are coming to know.
All right, 718-554-8598. Phone lines are buzzing. Call you live.
Let me give you a number. There are 700,000 nursing jobs here in the United States. 700,000. And I'm telling you, our people will come to grab those jobs in a jiffy.
All right. 718-554-8598 is that number in studio.
Full line them up, bun up, cause sound shot turn up.
Caller, turn down your radio, please, and listen to your phone. Caller, you're live.
Hi.
Yes, turn down your radio and listen to your phone, please.
Yes.
Yes,
it's
talk
down.
to me.
Yes, I think it's hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy?
I feel it's, I don't think. I feel it's hypocrisy because if you had reservations, whatever your reservations, some people feel like, oh, it's not safe, it wasn't investigated, I don't want it in my body. But because of money, you fold and decide, I'm going to take it for money. everything you can't fold for every time money is introduced in the situation, because then people also, especially women, use the excuse, oh, I'm selling my body to feed my kids. You can't use some type of excuses. You have to stick to your convictions. If you make a decision, stick with it. If you really feel strongly about it, you can't fold, because then that means every time somebody waves money in your face, they know you're gonna fold.
All right, 718-554-8598. The phone lines are going totally bananas right now. I have to jump over to one of our show sponsors, but let me take a few calls before I do so. Caller, you're live.
Greetings.
Yes,
Greetings,
my brother.
greetings.
Turn down your radio and listen to your phone for me, please.
Yeah, man. Badu again. Me have to call back.
You change your mind. You have to pick one now, you know.
No, me not change my mind. You what? No, the brother we called before and I call people done. Tell him say I'm at the dons. Make him know say Jamaica not so dons. We have whole heap of dons, but we not so dons.
See.
And listen again. 80% of the people out there get educated now. That's why the government has so much problem. People are trying to read and learn. So nobody feel like say nobody don't know about the vaccine. A lot of us know what's in the vaccine and what not we're not supposed to take. So it leads to a man decision. So he might call people dons, tell him say don't even know the meaning of dons. Because the word dons is the brightest man in the world. If anyone will tell him to go study that here.
All right.
The word dons is one of the brightest man ever established in the world. So
All right.
718-554-8598 is that number in studio. Phone lines are going bananas. It is Sound Chat on a Wednesday night. I'm taking you guys up until 11 o'clock. We got so much to talk about. Caller, you're live.
Hi, good night.
Good night.
I think that's an hypocrisy. And why I say that, it is so funny that Jamaicans will go to other people's country and they're willing to follow their rules and whatever their regulations are. And if you can't do it for your country, why are you going to do it in somebody else's country? That's an hypocrisy.
All right.
Thank you for watching another episode of Sound Chat Radio on Irish and Chin's YouTube channel. If you like what you saw, please subscribe by hitting the red button. If the button is still red, that means you did not subscribe. Also, like and share. And don't forget to leave a comment. In fact, press that notification button while you're at it.